Hello, welcome along to another video on my channel. Hope everyone's doing good. Hope everyone's doing well. So today, we've just had the international break finish. Of course, fantastic 2 wins out of 2 for Algeria, 5 wins on the spin. But it might be the last game that Youcef Belaili starts for a long while, because Youcef Belaili's contract has been terminated with his club Stade Brestois. That's right, the deal he signed in the summer has been terminated after just 1 month. August to September the season kicked off, and the contract's being ripped up, and Youcef Belaili is once again a free agent. He's already been contacted by clubs in Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Turkey and even Greece. So Youcef Belaili is a free agent. It was all looking so good. In January he signed a deal with Stade Brestois, and it was a short-term deal to the summer. They obviously liked what they saw, gave him a longer-term contract in the summer, and in September, a couple of months, and the contract has been ripped up. So Youcef Belaili is no longer playing in Europe. That lasted, well, about 5 seconds, I think. A shambles, to be quite honest. Now, of course, Belaili, it's not the first time that we've had some attitude issues. You remember all those years ago when he went to Angers, was sent to the B team. When he was at Usma, he was banned for 2 years, of course, because I think he was sniffing certain substances that shouldn't be probably sniffed, and that gave him a drugs ban. And then, of course, he came back into the fold, worked his way up again in Tunisia with Esperance, won the CAF Champions League, went to the Middle East to get more money, went to Al Ahly in Saudi, went to some clubs in Qatar, of course, did very well at the Arab Cup, did very well at the AFCON. Lost his place at his Qatari club after scoring a winner against Qatar and celebrating in front of the refs. They terminated his contract, ends up in Europe, and he gets his contract terminated again. I tell you what, they should make a film made about Youcef Belaili, and he should be played by Arnold Schwarzenegger, because he is the Terminator. Anyway, Youcef Belaili sacked by Brest. What do we think? Well, he took to social media to defend himself and all the allegations about how 35,000 euros in repairs to his property he charged the club, trashing hotel rooms, refusing to train because he wasn't in the starting lineup, particularly in the game against Paris. He didn't even bother training with the under 23s when he was asked to. He went to Algeria, he went to Oran a few days before the international break actually started, and it's ended really ugly. It's a shame, because you think about, they've got Belkabla there, they've got Islam Slimani there, of course, who is starting games, and they could have had some really good connection and chemistry together. That would have benefited the Algerian national team as well. But of course now, that's not going to happen anymore because Belaili has left. So what are your guys' reactions to Youcef Belaili effectively being sacked by a club in Europe? It's unprofessional. He's not going to get a big club again. This was his last chance. Is he 30, 31 now? This was his big move. His chance to shine. He did so well, not just to have the 6-month contract, but then to get the longer 2-year contract with the option for another year to be rewarded, and he's torn it up like a piece of homework on a Sunday night. Absolutely embarrassing. For me, I'm disappointed, because Youcef Belaili has raw talent. He is certainly more than good enough to play in Europe, to play in one of the top 5 leagues in Europe, which is where he was, but he's messed it right up like a silly mug because of stuff off the pitch. It's not on the pitch, it's always off the pitch with Belaili, whether he's sniffing glue or whether he's trashing the rooms up. But of course Belaili will say it's not as bad as it's made out. Well, the contract's been terminated, and mate, Angers, Usma, Qatar SC, Brestois, how many clubs are going to not want to have this guy at their team anymore? You cannot tell me it's a coincidence that all these teams want to get rid of such a talented player. This isn't like McTominay. Sorry, Scott. This is a baller. This is the guy who's got the most national team assists in the last 2 years. More than anyone, more than Neymar and Kevin De Bruyne. And he's had his contract terminated by a club that are struggling and probably need Belaili. They probably need Belaili more than Belaili needs them, because Belaili can go back to Saudi or Qatar and get a big bag of money and still play football and probably score a lot more goals and get a lot more assists and be the star of the team. Whereas Brest might ultimately go down. 4 clubs in Liga go down this season, and for me, probably one of their best attacking players, if not the best. He's now gone. So a real shame. Belaili's time is over. Of course, he'll probably still be an Ultimate Team packs. But yeah, what are your thoughts on this situation? Let me know in the comments down below. And of course, his dad, I think, is his agent, so he'll get a club, but not a one in the European League probably. And of course, in Europe. He's only playing 2 clubs this season or something, so it'll be interesting wherever he goes. He has to stay there until at least next summer. But anyway, drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time.